Hello, my name is Joe Alloway and I am the Recruitment Coordinator for the University of Alaska Fairbanks College of Engineering and Mines. This video is to tell you a little bit more about the University of Alaska Fairbanks as a whole. So, without further ado, here we go. So we have a beautiful campus that, yes, you'll be surprised, does get snow, but we also get not snow. This is a nice aerial view of the campus as a whole. That lower building there that's right in the center at the bottom of your screen, that's the Engineering, Learning, and Innovation Facility on Lower Campus. And stretching all the way back, those buildings in the distance, that's still the University of Alaska Fairbanks. That's the West Ridge area where a lot of the research, especially natural science research, is conducted. Here's a few fast facts about UAF. There are about 6,000 students on the main campus. About 700 are engineering students. The student-to-professor ratio is 12 to 1, so one professor for every 12 students. There are over 140 different degree options at UAF as a whole, not just in engineering, of course. There are over $8 million a year in scholarships with a February 15th deadline for the next academic year. We do about $100 million in research a year, and we are a land, sea, and space grant institution. Beyond that, we are a traditional college campus. So we have residence halls, we have a lot of activities and traditions and events that we do. We're the only traditional residential university in the state of Alaska. This particular picture is from Springfest a few years ago. We have traditions. This picture is from Starvation Gulch, which is our version of homecoming. So instead of having a big dance ever since the 1930s, what we've done is we've built giant wooden structures and had a big bonfire party. This party was supposedly in the 1930s to pass the torch of knowledge on to the new freshman class, but realistically it's a good time and a great way to get to know each other and to get to know each other's communities within the school, which is what homecoming is really all about. It's a lot of fun. This is a picture from Winterfest. Winter Carnival. We live in Alaska and the winter is long, so we have two choices. We can wall ourselves off and we can try to pretend winter isn't happening, or we can go out and have a little fun. UAF in general chooses to go out and have a little fun with things like dog sled racing, ice climbing, sledding, skiing, snow machining, all sorts of fun stuff to get out there and make the most of winter. Hey, snow can be fun. And here's another picture from Springfest. This is our end of winter celebration. So in the last weeks of April, right before graduation happens and the snow is melted, we generally get together and have a lot of fun doing things like mud volleyball and dance competitions and throwing fruit off of really high buildings. College is a fun experience. But beyond those old traditions, we also have lots of other things that we do that are student-focused and student-organized. This is a picture from the Festival of Native Arts, which is a festival that happens on campus every year and is actually organized by a student club. This festival brings in performers and artists from all throughout the state, from many, many different tribes, and gives them an opportunity to share their culture, share their history, and share their art with the city of Fairbanks as a whole. This has been going on for decades and is another great example of the community of Fairbanks. This picture is from the annual Lumberjack Games that happens every fall. Yes, you too can come to Fairbanks and fall off a log into icy water in Belaine Lake. You're welcome. Just another picture to show that, UAF and college in general, it's not all about what you do in the classroom. It's not all about what you do in the lab. It's also about your life and having fun and having new experiences. And I can say with confidence that that's a thing UAF does really, really well. And it's also important that you keep having fun when you're in school. So remember to take advantage of the recreational opportunities. Whatever it is that's your thing, whether it's playing Smash Brothers or whether it's climbing ice, you should still do it when you go to college because it's a part of your identity and it's important to you. Just like if you like to read, you should keep reading for pleasure when you go to college. So whatever it is you like to do, seek out those things in college as well, as just as the same as you seek out new experiences. And athletics, if you're interested in athletics, UAF has both NCAA Division I and II sports and lots of great home games for you to enjoy that are included in your student fees. So go cheer on the Nanooks. We'd love to see you at the games. Costs. The one that everybody likes to talk about. UAF is reasonably affordable. So an Alaska resident pays about $9,000 a year. Room and board is about $11,000 if you're at the maximum rate. So your total is about $19,408 a year. I'm not saying that's a small amount of money, but by comparison to the number that's beneath it, the non-resident rate is $26,538 per year, and the room and board remains the same. If you can afford to go to school as either an Alaska resident or, it's not listed on this slide, but as a Western undergraduate exchange student, which is the tuition rate that's halfway between AK resident and the non-resident rate, if you're from a Western state such as Washington, California, Colorado, you can come to UAF for a pretty reasonable rate. But overall, it is important for you to keep tuition in mind as you're choosing your next steps and what you want to do for your education. Money is a real challenge for a lot of people, so you should go somewhere that you feel you can afford to go that's going to give you the outcome that you are searching for. And that's who we are. To the top. Hands-on learning, research, labs, internships, experience, and success. That's what we're all about. So come check us out, and if you want to know more, here's my contact information. I'd love to talk to you more about engineering, or about our student clubs and organizations, or about life on campus in general. Thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful day.